Donte, welcome to the UFC. I can say that now. How does that feel? Yeah, go ahead and grab that.
Man, it feels amazing. It feels amazing. Blessed.
You know, it's funny. When you were walking out there, I could hear the crowd saying, "We don't back up. We don't back up." And I felt like we saw that out there. Is that the mantra of the gym? We don't back up, or is
That's the mantra. Yeah, my dog Keegan Genrick. He's been a huge help to me over these past couple fight camps, and that was a big thing that came up. It actually came from DC. There's a video of DC, and we don't back up, we don't back, and that's true. We came here to fight. So that's what obviously you want to be calculated, but at the end of the day, we did come here to scrap. We came here to fight. So that's where that don't back up comes from.
Yeah. And I mean, I think a lot of people are going to be talking about, in fact, DC praised you as well, your performance. I'm not sure if you got to hear him, but he talked very highly. But one of the things he even talked about, and one of the things that we wonder, you weighed in at 209. You're fought tonight in the heavyweight. Is the idea that you want to try to stay around the heavyweight, or is light heavyweight or possibly middleweight really the division that you're hoping to fight in?
I mean, I'm open to anything from 170 all the way up to heavyweight. I'm capable of getting down there. And that's really as big as they come. 6'6", 2 whatever he weighed in at.
226.
226. So I mean, I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready for whatever. But yeah, as we go along, we will make smarter business moves. Yes.
I mean, you're pretty jacked, dude. But I could see that if you're 206, 170, you can actually make welter.
I bet you I can. I know.
Have you ever done it before in competition?
No, I have not. I don't know. I haven't weighed 170 since like middle school, to be honest. But I can make 185 for sure. 170, we're gonna have to see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously you felt his power, but you stood in the middle, and then you delivered your power, and your power won the fight. But how did it feel fighting? Have you fought a guy that big before?
I have. Yeah. I've only had 2 fights fighting at light heavyweight. The rest of all my fights were at heavyweight. I came in the game pretty heavy. I actually started when I first started training about 4 years ago. I actually walked in the gym at 290. I walked in at 290. So I've been big my whole life. I played football. I played college football. So I'm used to the weight. I'm used to the double team, and I'm used to the weight. So, I was ready for it.
Yeah. How tall are you? It's hard to tell because he was very, very tall.
Say 6 foot. 6 foot.
Yeah, 6 foot, huh?
5'11". We'll go 5'11".
Yeah.
6 foot if I stretch that morning.
Yeah. No, definitely the size difference. Was there anything? I mean, the fight went your way really quickly. Was there anything that surprised you from him in there?
No. I mean, he came out strong like we expected him to. He had range like we expected, and it wasn't no shocker. I just knew we had to get in there and get the job done.
Yeah, and then immediately you get to hear the crowd. I guess how has this whole week been for you, and then how does it feel now and getting to hear the crowd give you that response after that finish?
It's surreal, man. It's surreal. Yeah, it's real, and I can't do nothing but thank God, man. I'm blessed and highly favored, and I knew I was going to be here, but I didn't know I was going to be here this soon. Like I said, my first pro fight was about 1 year ago, and I just started training about 4 years ago. So if you put God first and you seek the kingdom first, all these things will be added to you, and it happens fast. So I thank God.
And you certainly set the tone for the night. There are another the 3 fights after you were first round finishes. A lot of times we ask fighters when they're sitting in the back waiting, was there any hesitation? Did you fit in the back like, man, was that enough? And then you start watching these other fights. But were you pretty confident when you're sitting back there waiting that you did enough, that Dana wasn't giving you the contract?
I did. Yeah, I did. I felt, I felt I did enough. I felt like I did enough.
Yeah, it was a very impressive performance. I guess now, what's the plan? Is to go back and celebrate for a little bit? And when would you like to get your first UFC fight? We're hearing people try to ask for fights already in 2 months from now, But when ideally would you think would be the ideal time for you to enter the UFC and get a proper fight?
As soon as possible. One thing I know is time doesn't wait for no man. And I came out in good health. I came out healthy. All glory to God. All grace be to God. And I'll fight next week. I'll fight tomorrow if I had to. I'm being honest. I'm being real. I love this shit, man. I love it.
That was a great performance. We look forward to seeing you fighting in the UFC.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Donte, right here. First off, congratulations. Secondly, you had 6 fights in the past year, like you just said. This is actually your 2nd fight in the past month. That kind of activity is something that you've continued throughout your entire career, even your amateur career. You've been very active. Do you think we'll see that from you in the UFC? I know once guys get to the UFC, you know, you start to see them fight less and less. You're a guy I could see he's fighting 4 or 5 times a year if they let you. Do you think that will hold true?
100%. Time don't wait for no man. And I mean, obviously we're here to inspire. We're here to, we're here to do a lot of things, but one of the main things is we're here to get paid. So how do you get paid is you show up to work as often as you possibly can. So that's what I'm going to do.
So you only started training about 4 years ago. Can you just talk about the journey from 4 years ago to now you are a UFC light heavyweight?
Man, it's been nothing but a blessing. It's been a grind, obviously. The days I didn't want to, working 12-hour shifts with my coach, actually, working 12-hour shifts and going straight from 12-hour shifts to practice, and this was 7 days a week. It's been a grind, but I loved every single second of it. And yeah, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful.
Is that where you met your coach? Was your job?
No. I met him some years back, but yeah, we had to stay down. It's all God's plan. We stayed down with each other. We worked on 12-hour shifts. What I'm saying? We did what we had to do. Now look where we're at. What I'm saying? This is God's plan, and the whole world gonna find that out.
So we talked about the mantra before a little bit. You have another mantra, actually: find a chin, break a chin, and
Right, yeah.
your hand speed is just incredible. So with your power and hand speed combined, it seems like you're going to be a real problem in the UFC. How did you get yourself in 4 years to have the power and hand speed that you've developed in time?
I seeked and I talked to God every single day. This was something I was very serious about. It was something that I knew that if I didn't do this, I probably would be working a 9 to 5 the rest of my life, and I couldn't settle for that. So every day I woke up and I thanked God and I asked God, what do I do? I asked God every time I'm in the gym, how should I throw this cross? How should I throw this jab? And he responded to me, and I'm just being real with y'all.
You've gotten a great response so far, Donte. Last one from me. Do you have any tips for anyone looking to maybe try to, copy your physique a little bit there? There's been a lot of talk online about the way you're built this week.
Man. It's going to be the same. Work hard, take care of yourself, but seek God, seek the kingdom first, and all these things will be added to you. That's my recipe. That's what I'm gonna tell the people, because that's what worked for me.
Thank you, Donte.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win, man. Obviously, we learned your story there. Come from a family of fighters, so we've seen guys and girls that have like maybe a parent that was a fighter and stuff. But when it goes all the way up to the grandma on the family tree, how does that defer you from these other people that have come up on this stage you're in right now?
It's in the blood. It's in the blood, and it ain't something you put on. It's already in you, and I know that. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my family, my ancestors, and obviously God, because that's why I'm here right now.
Nice. Obviously, we just learned too that you play college football. So what are some traits you'd say you take from your football days that directly apply into your MMA career?
Obviously hard work being one. Hard work. Yeah, man, just working hard. I've been working hard my whole life. I was a college athlete. I wrestled in high school, wrestled in college. You see, the game ain't even seen my wrestling yet. Wait till they see the wrestling. They ain't even seen it yet. They will, though. And, yeah, man, just work hard and put God first.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you feel like in this journey right here? Congrats on the win. What do you feel like in this journey for you in your faith and in your walk that you've learned the most about yourself through this last 4 years?
That just get up and push. I know some days you don't want to. There's days I didn't want to. There's days I didn't want to go to the gym. There's days I didn't want to do it. But get up and do it anyways, because after you're done, you're going to feel good for doing it, and you're going to get better, So just keep pushing. Life gets hard. Yeah, we get it. But there's somebody out there that always got it harder than you. So don't be deceived. Don't let the devil deceive you thinking that your life is so hard. There's people out there that really got a hard life.
I know you mentioned Matthew 6, but is there another verse or chapter that you kind of hold near and dear to your heart?
Psalm 23. That's one of my favorites. Anytime I'm going through Psalm, put that on there. I'm going to read that because that's what my grandma told me to do. And ever since I did that, it's been working.
Who do you feel like you've emulated your game after in your fight career?
Obviously, you got Mike Tyson in there. I'm a short guy. I've always been a little guy, so I got to get in there. I got to find the chin. You got Mike Tyson. believe it or not, like Roy Jones Jr. I like the way he threw his hands, real loose, real loose. You know, he got one of the best crosses in the game. And then obviously DC. Like I said, you guys haven't seen my wrestling yet, but soon you will. You know, soon you will. And you know, I watch DC a lot, and yeah, he's the man. He's the man. He's he's the man.
And then last thing for me, I'm just curious, just on a personal note, when you are working out and you are training, is there certain music you listen to, like artists or songs that you like listening to?
Yeah, I listen to everything. I listen to everything from symphonies to rap music to reggae. I listen to everything, man. So however I'm feeling that day, you know, music is so universal. So however I'm feeling is, I'm gonna put it on. You know.
Congrats on the win and contract.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You good? Good job. Thank you, guys. God bless you.